Day 12, Speak and Write. The first section will be based on etymologies focusing on speaking, while the second section will be devoted to roots based on writing. Babel hypothesis is a theory in social psychology which suggests that the amount of time a person speaks in a group is an important factor in his or her emergence as a leader. This theory is based on the idea that people tend to pay more attention to, and remember, the people who talk the most, regardless of the quality of what they say. Improving your vocabulary is one of the most effective ways to dominate the conversation in any situation. Section 1. Speak. The root is dicere. Latin expression meaning say, speak. The Latin root dicere means to say or to speak. This root forms the basis for a wide range of English words related to communication, expression, and declaration. The concept of speaking or expressing thoughts and ideas is central to this root. English words related to this root include dictation, dictionary, contradict, predict, etc. 386. Dictum. Noun, dictus. Latin for, said, spoken. From dicere. Latin word meaning, to speak. Refers to a pronouncement, authoritative statement. A concise and authoritative statement, usually a maxim or saying, conveying a principle, opinion, or moral insight. A verbal utterance that holds weight due to its concise and impactful nature. It is expressed with clarity and usually carries a degree of wisdom or guidance. Dictum can refer to a legal statement or opinion made by a judge in a case, which, while not binding as a precedent, can provide insight into legal thinking. Example: the famous general's dictum was, "Never underestimate your enemy." Similar: axiom, maxim, truism, precept, postulate. 387. Edict. Noun, this comes from ex. Latin for, out of. Plus, dicere. Latin for, to say. An official order or proclamation. An edict is an official proclamation or decree issued by a person in authority, such as a ruler, government official, or leader. Edicts carry legal force, and are used to communicate important orders, commands, or regulations to a broader audience. They can cover a wide range of subjects, including legal matters, social policies, religious instructions, and administrative directives. Edicts historically played a significant role in governing societies and shaping public behavior. Example: the dictator issued an edict dissolving the parliament and suspending all civil liberties. Similar: decree, declaration, proclamation, pronouncement. 388. Benediction. Noun, derived from bene. Latin for, well. Plus, dictare. Latin for, say. To speak good words. Blessing. Benediction is used to describe a blessing or a prayer that bestows a positive, divine influence upon individuals, a gathering, or an event. It is delivered by religious leaders and is considered an expression of goodwill, protection, and spiritual favor in many cultural and religious traditions. Benedictions are commonly recited at the end of religious services, ceremonies, or important occasions, aiming to invoke blessings, peace, and well-being upon the recipients. Example: at the close of the Sunday service, the priest raised his hands and offered a benediction, a prayer of blessing and peace for the congregation in church. 389. Valedictory. Adjective, vale. Latin for, farewell. Plus, dicere. Latin, to say. It means, farewell speech or event. Valedictory is an adjective that describes something associated with a farewell, especially a speech or address given to say goodbye or bid farewell. The term is mostly used in the context of graduation ceremonies, when a student delivers a valedictory speech. This speech is usually delivered by the highest-ranking student in the class and is intended to express gratitude, share reflections, and offer best wishes to fellow students, teachers, and the institution. The root is loqui. Latin for to speak. The Latin root loqui is derived from the Latin verb loquor, which means to speak or to talk. This root has given rise to several English words that relate to communication or speech. For example, eloquent, elocution, colloquial. Loquacious means being excessively talkative. Eloquent means fluent or persuasive speaking or writing. Grandiloquent refers to exaggerated or pretentious speech. 390. Soliloquy. Noun, the etymology is solus. Latin for alone. Plus loqui. Latin for to speak. Refers to one's inner monologue. Speaking to oneself. A soliloquy is a literary and dramatic device in which characters speak their thoughts, feelings, and inner monologue aloud, usually when they are alone on stage or believe themselves to be alone. Soliloquies provide insights into a character's innermost emotions, motivations, and conflicts. They allow the audience to understand a character's perspective in a more intimate and personal way, usually revealing information that might not be shared with other characters in the story. Example: through her soliloquy, the actress wrestled with doubt and desire, giving voice to thoughts she dared not share with others. Similar: monologue, muttering, tirade, diatribe, harangue, rant. 391. Obloquy. Noun, derived from obloquium. Latin for speaking against. From ob. Latin for against, toward. Plus loqui. Latin for to speak. It means to criticize or speak against someone. Obloquy is a noun that denotes strong public criticism, verbal abuse, or censure directed at someone, causing disgrace or dishonor. It usually arises from actions, statements, or behaviors that provoke widespread disapproval. Obloquy is more than mere criticism, it implies a blaming or shaming that can tarnish a person's reputation. For example, a public figure involved in corruption may face obloquy from the media and the public, leading to social or professional consequences. Example: the politician faced widespread obloquy after the scandal, with newspapers and citizens alike condemning his actions. Similar: calumny, defamation, denunciation, censure, reproach, opprobrium, opposite, commendation, acclaim, applause, honor, credit. 392. Colloquium. Noun, this word combines quorum, the Latin word for together, plus loquium, Latin for speaking. Refers to a lecture or seminar on a given topic. A colloquium is a formal academic gathering where scholars, experts, or professionals come together to discuss and exchange ideas on a specific topic or field of study. It typically involves presentations, lectures, seminars, or panel discussions, followed by Q&A sessions or debates. Colloquia are organized by universities, research institutions, or professional associations, and may focus on a wide range of subjects, from scientific research to humanities and social sciences. Example: the goal of a colloquium is to foster intellectual discourse, promote collaboration, and advance knowledge within a particular discipline or interdisciplinary area. Similar: seminar, symposium, conference, forum, workshop, panel discussion,